Alright guys, before the video starts, I'd like to say a big thank you to Herms on Twitter for always translating scans of the magazines from Japan for us, the community, to speculate on. He really is quick on the translations and helping us as a community be more informed before the episodes come out. So go over, follow Herms on Twitter at Herms98. He's so close to 30k followers. Let's push him to the threshold. Alright, and with that, video intro. So we've had a couple of spoilers come out now. And I already talked about the Hacks combo spoiler in another video that I'll link right now. Consider these spoilers in conjunction to that, as this is two sets of spoilers for the same sets of episodes, plus episodes 105 and 106. Well, 106, I don't even think we have a title for still, so just 105. All we know about episode 106, I'll get that out of the way right now, is that episode 106 will be airing on September 3rd, and September 10th, there will be no new episode of Dragon Ball Super. So just a week off of Dragon Ball Super. Depending on what's going on that weekend, I'll probably just do something different than an Everything Important on that Sunday. If you guys have any suggestions of what you want me to do that Sunday, leave them in the comments of this video or any video that I do. Just write in your comment on any video I do, September 10th suggestion, if anything comes up during the weeks that follow. Alright, and with that, let's get into these spoilers. Alright, we'll start with episode 103. Gohan, Be Ruthless. The Showdown with Universe 10. Universe 7's android number 17 has defeated Universe 2's Kakunza. Alright, that's what we just saw in the latest episode of Dragon Ball Super, episode 102. Universe 2's Ribrianne furiously comes at 17 to attack him. But then, Universe 10's Yoga Warrior, Jikol, challenges Ribrianne to a battle. Meanwhile, Universe 7's Son Goku battles Universe 2's Jimiz. Alright, and with that, I want to go to the other spoilers for episode 103, the other batch. Gohan, Be Ruthless. The Showdown with Universe 10. Having regained his previous form, Gohan repeatedly strikes Botamo's stomach, then sends him flying out of bounds with a Kamehameha. Gohan glares at his next opponent, Apni. They charge at each other and thrust out their fists, but Gohan's fist is a moment faster and sinks into Apni. As Apni is sent flying, from his head falls a locket pendant. Alright, so the big things here is that it seems like we'll see something of Apni's family, who is a Universe 10 fighter, when he fights Gohan. That should be interesting. Saying having regained his previous form, they're definitely just talking about how he has regained it in a previous episode, his training episode with Piccolo in the recruitment arc. So, this isn't like he's gonna get Super Saiyan 2 Gohan again or something. Now, he already has Super Saiyan 1, he already has Super Saiyan 2, he already has Ultimate. So, Ultimate Gohan, pretty standard. It should be Ultimate Gohan versus this Apni guy right after he outs Botamo. But Botamo going out is a big spoiler. Botamo would be Universe 6's first loss, and that actually makes Magetta substantially weaker. Magetta is now fodder, right? All we have to do is say, you iron rust bucket son of a bitch, and then Magetta's out for the count. So, that's really good. Sorry if you can hear clicking in this video, by the way, I am clicking between the two. As for the first set of spoilers, Android 17 having defeated Kakuzna, we knew this. Universe 2's Ribrianne furiously comes at him, we knew this. We knew that. What you didn't know is that Universe 10's Yoga Warrior, Jikol, who I'm assuming is that guy that looks like a Smurf with a really long beard, very skinny, challenges Ribrianne to a battle. Alright, so Ribrianne and Jikol are gonna fight, and Goku's probably gonna finish Jimiz this episode. I think that one's the least important of the three episodes we're gonna cover, though. But let's go on to episode 104, and actually, I will go back to these set of spoilers for this. A faster-than-light battle begins. Goku and Hit's joint front. Universe 11's Dispo battles Universe 6's Hit. Dispo blocks Hit's movements with bullets of light, and one-sidedly pummels him. Seeing this, Goku becomes Super Saiyan God and stands before Dispo, saying his body is throbbing. So, there's weird wording here. First off, calling it Super Saiyan God. Is it Super Saiyan God? Are we going to see Super Saiyan God again in the anime, like we have in the manga? Is it something that Goku could just transform into? If so, why hasn't he used it in a while? And that would make a lot of things weird about the series, right? From the way the anime presents it, and I talk about this more in my video discussing why Super Saiyan is weaker than it should be, or why Super Saiyan seems weaker than it should be. It's that because Super Saiyan God is gone, we can say that Super Saiyan God's transformation was just the God essence that Goku absorbed, and he can't use it again because he can't add another layer of God essence on top of it. Transforming into Super Saiyan God, in my opinion, would just lead to him gaining nothing. He would just have a leaner body. I don't think it would actually add anything since he absorbed that essence. Yeah, it's not quite like training his base form to be stronger than Super Saiyan on Namek. It's not that at all. It's not the same concept. In my eyes, anyway. So if he does transform into Super Saiyan God here, then that changes how we have to perceive said concepts. I would have to change my theory. Whatever, it's fine. But it would be weird to see it now. We should have seen it. It's another thing with Toei, like I say in all my theory videos. We should have seen this sooner if it becomes true. We should have had notice of this sooner. Stop throwing things out as they come at you. Stop Toriyama-ing this. Alright, try to get more info out of Toriyama. Squeeze him a little bit harder. Press him a little bit harder. And get the info. That way you can prepare yourselves to leave breadcrumbs to the next trail. That's the only issue I ever really have with the series, is things don't feel like they flow in a nice order like they should. There's also the line of saying his body is throbbing. So Goku's body is throbbing. Why, though? Is he using Kaioken? Is Super Saiyan God, if this is regular Super Saiyan God, is that a strenuous transformation now? Because it's not with the ritual? And if so, why use it? If you have Blue or Super Saiyan 3, which are like the other ends, like the lower end of strength comparatively, or the higher end of strength comparatively. It doesn't seem to make sense. So I don't think that's Super Saiyan God. I'm confused why his body's throbbing. It's probably a Dispo technique, but we'll have to see. Really, though, the hacks combo here can work, and honestly, even if these things are moving at light speed, I don't understand why Hit's time skip is being affected. I don't understand why Goku would be affected at all. All the characters are beyond light speed at this point. It's guaranteed. There's no way to argue it. If Toei does this, Toei's stupid. Because then Toei just decided to ignore all of Dragon Ball's content. But now the big stuff. Let's go back to the other set of spoilers. A faster-than-light battle begins. Goku and Hit's joint front. Of course, these titles aren't changing. Thanks to the efforts of Universe 7's Son Gohan, Universe 10's warriors are wiped out. So, I'm assuming that Ribrianne took out the Yoga Warrior, and Gohan took out the other two. And Universe 10 is annihilated. At that time in the arena, a battle begins between two of the mightiest warriors, Universe 6's Hit and Universe 11's Dispo. Dispo claims he can counter Hit's time skip, but... Alright, so this is where things get a little bit more interesting. First off, another universe wiped out. Alright, if they do not have a scene where Goasu is sitting there and he smiles a little and says, I finally repaid my debts, or finally repaid my sins, right? Or I finally paid for my sins, something along those lines, I will be sorely disappointed. I know he's been like kind of funny recently, but he had that serious moment at the beginning of the arc thinking about Zamasu, so I really, really, really hope we get a scene like that. I would be so excited. I'd be so happy to see a good scene like that, a good character scene. I keep saying this every video I make now, but I really like character moments. I really like character scenes. I really like monologues and things like that. It's why I'm into shows like Doctor Who as well. I mean, that's why I started liking Hunter x Hunter, because once you get past like the first couple of arcs, the characters and the character moments start really blossoming. The Doctor in Doctor Who is centuries old, and I mean, it's really, really good stuff. You get really good character moments out of each person who plays the same character too. It's really good. But let's go on to Dispo here. Dispo claims he can counter Hit's time skip. This is where I think they know people are faster than light speed. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, Dispo's bullets say they're light bullets, but if it can counter time skip, then it's not light speed. Light does not travel faster than instantaneous, right? We can all agree on that. Light is not instantaneous. It's fast. It's close to instantaneous, but it's not instantaneous. It's literally as close as you can get to instantaneous without being instantaneous in our real physical reality. So, if they're faster than light speed, if they're enhanced light bullets, that'd be cool. So you think about it this way, they're light bullets, that's what they are, but they're key enhanced, so they go even faster than light, so they're so like a fraction of 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 a nanosecond off of instantaneous. That would be very cool. I could actually really enjoy that. But it's definitely the case that all the characters are faster than light speed. So if they do explain it as this is like key enhanced light, so that way it travels faster than light speed, definitely down with that. Alright, and now the second set, or in my case, the first set of spoilers, is the only one with a 105 summary, and the title's the same, so I'll just read it off here. Brave fight. Muten Roshi stakes his life. By the way, of course, most of you know this, Muten Roshi is the Japanese name for Master Roshi, but Roshi is generally translated as Old Master. So in the English dub, we have Master, Old Master. A lot of people say this is a stupid mistake. I honestly think it's one of the most Toriyama-sounding things I've ever heard. Yeah, your master, his name is Roshi. You have to call him Roshi-sama, right? You have to call him Roshi Shisho. That would be hysterical, pun-wise. It'd be so Toriyama. But let me read the summary. Up until now, Universe 7's Muten Roshi, the Turtle Hermit, has observed the other warriors fighting. Though he went through special self-control training to seal away his worldly desires, can he win against the temptations of Universe 4's sexy Kawaii? I'm interested in this. It's weird that it says that he's been observing. He got a KO. He helped with a KO. He helped with 2 KOs, actually. He has helped with 2 KOs in this tournament, so he hasn't just observed. It's just a weird... All these summaries have been very weird recently with the Tournament of Power. I don't know if anyone else has noticed this. They said that Ribrianne would fuse with her comrades. They said the disqualification thing, but they meant that's easier to understand because they meant disqualified because he was knocked out, which makes sense because that's how you get disqualified. Yeah, but here it's just very, very strange. But the self-control training, I can see this being the episode that I was talking about in my latest Everything Important, where Master Roshi is just used for a gag at the end. Like, oh no, she's too sexy. She's too good looking. She's a hot lady. Now I'm knocked out. Also, if Muten Roshi is the next one knocked out, dispels the theory about the end credits being the order of which everyone's being knocked out. So, overall, guys, the most important spoilers, I think, are for episode 104, where we find out that Universe 10 is the next universe gone. We find out that Dispo has something that can counter time skip. We know that Goku and Hit will team up. We heard about Super Saiyan God, but it could mean Super Saiyan Blue. We know that that Goku's body is aching, and we know that the light bullets here are probably faster than instantaneous, which means they're faster or as fast as instantaneous, which means they're either faster or as fast as time skip and instant transmission, which means they're also faster than light. So, yeah, a lot of good information, a lot of good stuff. Really interested to see what comes up of this Super Saiyan God thing, unless we're learning that Super Saiyan God is the name of the new form, which would be so awful. So awful. If that's the name of the new form, if it's a red-haired form but spikier, like a slightly reddish-haired form with spiky hair instead of the flat normal hair of instead of Goku's normal hair, like the old Super Saiyan God, and they still call it Super Saiyan God, that will be annoying because the manga's gonna be fucked. I'll tell you right now, if that happens and that's a Toriyama thing, the manga's fucked. But we'll have to see to be sure. I mean, there's been a lot of writers for Toei Animation messing with us on Twitter. So, it's whatever happens, happens. But what do you guys think? Leave your opinions and counterpoints in the comments down below. And subscribe if you want more Dragon Ball videos. But for now, video outro!